Alright guys, this one comes from Nintendo Life, a big rumor. Ed brought it to our attention. The Darksiders Twitter account might have teased a Switch release for Darksiders. Now, it doesn't say Darksiders 3, it's just a Darksiders franchise. So, a history of, let's see, this is from Nintendo Life. The history of Darksiders on Nintendo platforms dates back to 2012 when Darksiders 2 was released on the Wii U as a launch title. Years later, at the very end of the system's life, THQ Nordic followed up with Darksiders War Mastered for the Wii U. The question now is, will this hack-and-slash action-adventure series, drawing comparisons to the likes of God of War, The Legend of Zelda, and even Dark Souls, even be released on the Nintendo Switch? Based on a recent social media exchange between the Darksiders Twitter account and a fan, there might be a chance. Let's see, it says, I want to see the whole Twitter conversation. So, the Darksiders Twitter account on January 18th said, "From our first trailer to our latest game, we can't wait to see what the future has in store for War." It was a comment on the 2009 versus 2019, kind of that dumb 10-year challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
And it has the original 360 version and then the updated PS4, Xbox One version of War for Darksiders 3, and it says, and then a Twitter user said, "A trip to the hashtag Nintendo Switch, perhaps?" And then Darksiders says, "Perhaps." And that's all the exchange. And then THQ Nordic tried to play it down. They said, "Don't mind at Darksiders. They had a couple of them don't make any sense right now." And then Darksiders said, "We did not start the apocalypse early, nor did we prematurely talk about an upcoming game." And then THQ Nordic says, "Get your together and report to the plastered console immediately." And then Darksiders says, "Shut up, you're not my real dad." Which is really funny. So so that was kind of the exchange that went down. So it seems that maybe Darksiders in some form may make its way to Switch sometime down the road.
In other words, we'll be seeing it in Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe not this one, but maybe like the one before E3.
It's this one.
So
I literally think it's this one.
So it says, once this comment was posted, the series of THQ Nordic stepped in to talk down the possibility of the games coming to the Switch and the claim that Darksiders' account wasn't making any sense. We just read the conversation, so I'll move on to the next thing. Darksiders 3 is is the most recent entry in the series and was released for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC last November. Compared to existing entries, this one has been compared to the Dark Souls series. Considering the Wii U already has received a second game and War Master, it would be lovely to see the latest one make its way across to the Switch. So, also, fun fact, that game runs on Unreal Engine 4. So,
yeah, Darksiders 3 will be on Switch.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give it to August.
I bet all
go
three of those games will end up coming. I bet 1 and 2 will be some sort of like Bayonetta collection where maybe 1 is a download code and 2 is on the cartridge or whatever, and then 3 will be its own SKU.
It's probably going to be like the War Master Edition and then the Definitive Edition for Darksiders 2, and then we'll get like an upgrade version of Darksiders 3.
Well,
Yeah.
when did 3 come out?
Last November.
Okay.
Because I bought it for myself for my birthday.
And I have it in...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like Darksiders a lot. That's a game that I've been meaning to get back to, is the third one, and just play through it, because it's super cool, and I like the way... I think that game is very beautiful in its own distinct way. It's like a very simple art style, but really cool, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Like Breath of the Wild. Basically, I'm not saying it looks like that, but it's like Breath of the Wild, where it's not super taxing.
Yeah,
but it looks amazing, and they get the most out of everything.
Yeah, and
without making it.
And I think with I think that team is only like 60 people, which is relatively small in the AAA space. I think they did a cool job. And plus, like, they have a new patch that just went out. That they added classic combat to the game, so you'll be able to dodge halfway through an animation instead of waiting. Like, they intentionally made it like Dark Souls that way. So,
okay.
But yeah, look forward to Darksiders 3 on Switch, maybe sometime in the future.
In the future.